Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Cooking by the Book. I'm your host, BlanderThanThou, and today we're going to be making some really cool pasta stuffs. So, let's dig into the bag and see what we got here. Yeah, that's right. We went to some Trader Jim's there. Let's see what Trader Jim has for us. Trader Jim has got some chicken breasts. That's right, the boobs of the chicken right there. We've also got 1 egg. Look at that, heavy on the poultry today, guys. Heavy on the poultry, what can I say? Next up, we've got a single jalapeno pepper. In some places, this is known as a jalapeno. Bet you didn't know that. Also, we've got an onion, good old onion. Some chicken broth, right here. And finally, we've got a mystery item. That's right, we got 2 mystery items this week. The first mystery item is some scallions. Look at that, already diced up for you. Some scallions right there. And finally, we got some brand named ramen. You can tell, because it says ramen. It's gonna be good. Let's get the apron on and see what we got. Alright, so we got the apron on. As you can see, we're in the kitchen. But first things first, we gonna need a knife. There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. And we're gonna cut our onions first before our jalapenos. That way, when we cry, we don't get that jalapeno juice all up in our eyes. Safety first.
Ready, go! Jumping, yeah, jumping, yeah, everybody jumping, yeah, jumping, 다 같이 뛰어, 뛰어, jumping, yeah, jumping, yeah, everybody jumping, yeah, jumping, yeah, 다 같이 one, 날 따라 two, 소리쳐 ho, ho, 뛰어봐 쿵, 날 따라 hey, hey, 엄마도 파파도 같이 go.
Alright, so I know I didn't show myself cutting up my onions, but here's what I did. Cut my onions up into little chips like this. That way when they break apart, right, they'll be in little strips and they'll be a lot easier to pick up with those chopsticks, because we going full weeb today. We eating with chopsticks. We ain't doing no spoon and fork junk. Not today.
난 솔직히 답해줬겠어. 사랑이 그리 어려웠나요? 나처럼 해봐요. 생각보단 별로 어렵지 않아요. 하면 쉽게 봐요. 12시 자기 전 먼저 연락해보기. 수다 찔기보단 먼저 들어봐주기. 가끔씩 네가
Alright, so as you all guessed, we're going for the chicken flavor, right? And that's where life hack comes in. Water may be cheap, but chicken broth tastes a lot better. Now, what we're gonna do is follow the instructions on the packet here. It says 2 cups of water. Another life hack, mason jars. They got measurements on the side. You don't need a liquids measurement. It's all right there. So 2 cups of that chicken broth going into a pot. Alright, now we're going to bring that chicken broth right there in the pot to a boil. So we're going to find our burner right here. Ooh, look at that. It's lit. We cooking with fire now. Alright, so while that's going, we're going to turn our attention to this wonderful chicken right here. Now, the key to any good meat, in my personal opinion, is a little special seasoning. Now that special seasoning is Old Bay. Yeah. I bet y'all can probably guess what state I'm from. Now the key here is to use a liberal amount of Old Bay. Sorry, Trump supporters. But liberal looks a little bit like that. right? Could probably even go for some more. But you know what? I ain't going to. Maybe a slightly bit conservative today. Just this is a slightly bit. Alright, so the chicken broth is boiling. I went ahead and I dumped them noodles in there just as is. You can see it's still a brick. You wanna know why? I don't cut my noodles. After all, long noodles, long life, am I right? Alright, y'all, look at that. Noodles is all done. Chicken looks all done. So here's what we're gonna do. I got me a nice big ass glass bowl. That way you guys can see the bottom and everything. Just gonna go ahead. You're gonna give yourself facial. You're gonna dump this steaming hot chicken broth in there. Look at the noodles fall. Oh yeah, so good. So good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Alright, now here's the thing about the silver packet of death, right? You could add it in for more chicken flavor if you want. I ain't going to, because I know I eat enough salty foods. I've already had a whole bag of chips a day, you know what I mean? So I'm probably not gonna put this in. Probably not. You think what you will? Let me know what you think I did. Alright, so the chicken is in there. Now here's the fun part. A little bit of presentation. This is why I do this with the onion. Right? So, I just broke it off into a string. Boom, right there. Boom. 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 Yeah, you know it. You know it looking good. Look at all that onion going on right there. And for a little bit of heat, we're gonna throw in those jalapenos right there. I like mine spicy, so let's see here. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 9 jalapenos there. This comes together real nice. Now you might be asking yourself, Alan, you never use that egg. You never use those scallions. Well, guess what? The scallions are going on soon. But the egg is right here. And I'll tell you a little bit something about how I cook my eggs. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, but there's still grease in that pan from the chicken. And let me tell you, meat grease is God's gift to mankind. That's gonna make this egg right here turn into something divine, something righteous, something absolutely and disgustingly delicious. Alright, so that egg is in that pan right there. Yeah, you know, so you see it whiten up right there. You know what's what. We're gonna let that bottom get all white real quick. Because when it does, that egg is gonna sit right where it is. It's gonna be ooey gooey goodness and delicious. Yeah.
A few moments later.
Alright, so as you can see, that egg goes right in the middle. We're going to use the scallions. A bit of garnish here. Sorry about that camera like that. Smear it all the way around the egg. Like such. And then of course, add a little pop of color to the dish. Some more of that Old Bay. This is not a sponsored ad, by the way. I just thought y'all might want to know. Alright, and I said it was going to happen, so here it is. Boom, chopsticks. Finish it off. Look at these beautiful things. Thanks for tuning in. That was this week's edition of Cooking by the Book. I've been your host, BlanderThanThou, and now it's time for me to enjoy some ramen.
So let me like it, to the Cooking by the Book.